Hello everyone, my name is David. Thank you for joining me today for my question and answer videos. I want to welcome new subscribers. Channel's still growing fast. Welcome everybody. So this is a question and answer video that I do every single Monday. So any questions you guys have, please, and I mean it, please ask, especially new subscribers. I'm sure you guys have questions and things you don't understand and stuff. So I'm here to help. Please just ask me anything you want down in the comment section. A lot of people still don't know how this works, so it's easy. You just go down in the comment section and ask me a question. I answer it in the next Q&A, next Monday. But it always has to be the current or last Q&A video I made. The last Monday's Q&A video. Go down in the comment section. I do 2 parts. It doesn't matter. Either video. Ask me anything you want. And then stay tuned and watch next Monday for your answer, okay? All I ask is that you guys give us your locations. I say us because myself and everybody else likes to know where we are all from. I think it helps us as victims of this to know that there are other victims out there. It's not just you. You aren't alone on this, okay? I know this is very traumatizing. I know it's very difficult to understand, but there's a lot of other people in the same boat as you, okay? So I hope you find some solace in that. That's why I asked for you guys to tell where your location is. The narcissism is everywhere, guys. Wherever there's people, all throughout human history, there's narcissism. I don't know if it'll ever stop or ever go away. Not the point. The point is, what is it? How do I avoid it? How do I deal with it? Things like this, okay? So ask questions. Ask, okay? All right, so let's get started. First question is from Christina in Romania. Hello, Christina. Hi, David. I can continue to watch you, and it helps me a lot. So I'm 5 months no contact. He is also a coworker. We had a romantic relationship, and in this time, he didn't say hi to me, which was perfect for me, but I'm anxious. And the perspective of him coming one day to my office with blah, blah stuff in order to see how I am. What is the best way to behave in order to get rid of him? If it is about me, I would kick his ass out, but I don't want him to think that he affected me some way. In the same time, I really don't want to see him or speak to him. Thank you from my heart, and keep going, David. God bless you. Thank you. So, okay. Very technical, lots of stuff I could tell you, but look up what's called gray rock, gray rocking, being a rock. And so the biggest thing that I want to suggest is don't react. Don't react, okay? And that's positive and negative. When he starts stroking your ego and says how beautiful you are today, don't go, oh, thank you. You know, it's just, don't even say thank you. Just nothing. Don't even thank him. Nothing. Don't look irritated. Don't look annoyed. Don't look angry. Don't be sad. Don't be happy. Don't be glad. Don't be nothing. Nothing. Emotion down. Show no emotion, no reaction. Answer a question and move on. Do not ask him a question. Do not say I don't understand. Do not show anything. I mean, that's just it. No emotional reaction at all. Not even in a positive way. Not even a thank you. Not even a, oh, really? Or, oh, okay. Or just nothing. Try not to say words to him. Period. You don't owe him anything. You don't want anything from him. Therefore, you do have to do anything. And I understand you don't want to give him, you know, let him think that he really gets under your skin because you reacted the wrong way. So just don't react. No reaction. You can respond. That takes time. And it's only required if it's required. You don't always need a reaction. And you don't always need a response, okay? Sometimes some things require a response. That's it. Almost nothing requires a reaction. Required. Okay, I hope that helps. Good luck, Christina. Thank you. And next question is from Beth from Parkton, Maryland. Hello, Beth. I read a lot about how narcissists try to own the courtroom during divorce court. However, my narc husband waltzed into the court lobby with love bombing. Sat right next to me, giving me compliments, saying he doesn't want divorce. The outcome was a postponed court date. He succeeded in delaying money owed. Do you have any advice to prepare for the next few months? Is still no contact the way to go? It's the only way to go, Beth. It's the only way to go. No contact. Because he has to break off this attachment as well. You need to break off the attachment if you haven't already. But he needs to break the attachment off as well. He's attached to you. That's why he keeps doing this. That's why he doesn't want anything finalized. Make it final. Do anything you can to make it final. Final, final, final. If he sits next to you, you get up and leave. Like I was just telling the last person, Christina, do not react. Period. Everything should be dealt with lawyers in the court, and that's it. You should block everything so he doesn't even have a way to communicate with you. Eventually, he will stop, okay? But as long as he gets to contact you, he won't stop, okay? Good luck. Hi, David from Morocco. It's Lolita from Morocco. Hello. Maybe you can mention the adrenal fatigue after narcissist abuse and why we feel exhausted and have no power to do anything. Have a nice time. You're a wonderful person. God bless you. Thank you so much, Lita. So, adrenaline fatigue. You have to realize what adrenaline is used for, guys. Okay? Our brains trigger the release of adrenaline so that we can have action right away. So we can do anything. You know? So that a mom can lift up the car that's on top of her son. I mean, you know, I don't know if you've ever heard that story. I don't know if it's true, but I've heard, you know, you guys have heard stories like that where human beings accomplish amazing feats during the most stressful time of their life. It's adrenaline. It's adrenaline. It makes us do amazing things, okay? So when our brains are traumatized, our brains believe that we need that adrenaline, okay? And it gets worn out. You know, it gets worn out, and that organ is exhausted from being overworked, overused. Best thing you can do, the first thing I do with my clients, we start calming our brains down. Get rid of all stress in your life and start calming down. It's going to take a while, but eventually your brain stops overreacting, okay? Hope that helps. If not, ask me something else, Luda. Thank you. Hi, David. It's Claire from New Jersey. Hello, Claire. Thank you so much for answering my questions. I have one more question for you. It's about my ex who is currently in jail for assaulting his new girlfriend. And a month before I went no contact, he told me some disturbing news that he beat his dog so bad that the vet had to put it to sleep when he was 18. And also that he said fires as a young adolescent, and they investigated him for a huge restaurant fire. Are these signs of a narcissist or sociopath or somebody with a personality disorder? Thanks so much, David. Well, Claire, look, I'm not a doctor. I'm not diagnosing anybody, and I'm not trying to. I'm not saying what he is, and I'm not saying anything about him, except that generally that type of behavior would be considered more sociopathic, psychopathic. Okay? This is antisocial personality disorder because what his behavior is so extremely antisocial. You know, it completely goes against the grain of society. Rules, laws, things like that most of us all abide by, okay, and follow. These are scary signs that he was having as a child. Doesn't mean he has a personality disorder. But these are very, let's say, antisocial signs, okay? That's the most I can do for you, Claire. I can't really answer that question any more than that because what else can you say? You listed a few things. Those are horrible. Those aren't considered narcissistic behaviors. Those would be more considered sociopathic behaviors, okay? Matter of fact, there's a lot of narcissists that would look at things like that and go, oh, God, I would never do something like that, right? Hope that makes sense. Vanessa. Gosh, Vanessa, I forgot where you are from. I'm sorry. So your question is, I like the advice about going back over past and healing through the pain, as feel I'm recovering and cried for the first time in forever. I still cannot remember my childhood and don't feel equipped to face it right now. Would this hinder my recovery? No. If your recovery, what are you recovering from, Vanessa? You're recovering from a relationship in your adult life, right? A recent bad, intimate relationship. Then you need to recover from that. And no, not remembering what happened in your childhood won't hinder that recovery. Remembering it could help. Because seeing this whole picture and tying everything together helps extremely. So we can be recovering and healing. You know, healing from an injury to our brain takes some time, and you're going to heal, recover, things like this. There's things you need to learn from this experience. Major things you need to learn from this experience. So I hope that you're learning that. And as far as your childhood is considered, try to realize that that's probably why you got into this relationship. It's because you have not healed or recovered from your childhood. You see, it's real hard, guys, to move on to another relationship when we haven't healed from our past. It's very difficult because if things really went wrong in a relationship, we have a part in it as well. And if we don't learn what that part is, then we can't fix it, so we do it again. And that usually means we can't see what's going on, So always heal. You need to heal from your past no matter what, Vanessa. And your childhood doesn't have to be scary just because you can't remember it. A lot of people can't remember their childhood. It doesn't mean something horrible happened, okay? I help my clients with things like this. And a lot of times my clients still won't remember their childhood. But we can get a good idea, a real good idea of what happened during those several years you can't remember. Because if you can remember, you didn't say what year, but say people can't remember before 7, okay? But if you can remember 7, 8, and 9, and you begin to tell me how your parents were and how you felt and stuff like that, we get a good idea what happened at 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, okay? Keep healing, keep learning, see that whole picture. Vanessa, that's the part that's really, really important, is to see the whole thing. To say, okay, I need to heal from this relationship. Why did I get into this relationship? I need to heal from something prior to that. Okay? Good luck. Vince from Atlanta, Georgia. Hello, Vince. Just found your site and I like your delivery. I've been trying to find some help with my situation. I'll try to keep this brief. Well, thank you, Vince. And welcome to the channel. What kind of reaction could I expect for outing my ex to her new supply? After 4 years, I found out she was cheating. I initially tried to make it work. However, she made it clear this is her boyfriend now, but she still wants to have sex with me a couple of times a year. And admittedly, I agreed, but struggled with the idea, thinking I would find someone else and still have access to her. Well, she kept up the games, acting like I should take less and less, so I sent him emails, text messages, and flight itinerary. I told her if I was going to come to her, she needed to fly me to her. And the last 4 of the card numbers she placed on it on. You went into what she did after that, but your question is, what kind of reaction could I expect for outing my ex to her new supply? All kinds of things can happen, okay? Let's talk about her, how she feels. She's going to hate it. If she has a personality disorder, if she does, she's based in shame. She feels shame. Everything she does, she feels ashamed of. She feels like a bad person. I don't care what she tells you. I don't care what she shows. Inside, she feels like a bad person. So they can't handle anything like that. You tell the truth that they did something bad, they feel like a bad person. You tell someone they care about, now you're threatening something they want, okay? Now you're threatening something they want. So the thing to do is nothing. Don't do this. They don't need it, guys. Think about when you started dating someone. It wouldn't have mattered if someone told you something about them. You would have been like, oh, yeah, because she's already telling him how bad you are. You see that? He doesn't like you. He doesn't trust you. He thinks you're a bad guy and all these bad things she said about you, he believes. If he didn't believe it, he wouldn't be with her. Okay? Hope that makes sense. And I'm going to stop part 1 here and start part 2 in a few minutes. Okay? If you guys could help me out, share this. Get this stuff out there for me, okay? I put a lot of work and effort into these. All I'm asking is you guys push a few buttons and share it on a group, social media, give it to someone who needs it. Something like that, okay? You can put it in a playlist of your own. You can thumbs up it, stuff like that. And I really appreciate that you guys do that, and so does everybody else. Thank you. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.